Hello, everybody. It is your girl Crush, and I am back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload, and don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever, so they know you rocks with your girl. Okay, shout out to my 112 subbies. I love each and every one of you. You are my precious baby and my baby boos. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been here before, what it do, baby boo? I know I'm in a different location. I'm filming this video, but y'all like, wait a minute, we ain't never seen this. Yeah, okay, it's a lot going on, so we over here filming. Anyway, if you have been watching my content but haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not? What are you waiting for? Like, get your life. It's free 99. Also, don't forget to check the description bar down below, where you will find all of my perfectly curated playlists, as well as that houses all of my perfect. What am I trying to say? Check the description down below, where you find all of my perfectly curated playlists that houses all of my content, as well as the links to my social medias. The Facebook channel I created for this channel, ThePreciousBChannel, and my IG at QueenPaperChaser92. It is public. Go ahead, watch whatever content I got over there. Do know to check my reviews and etc. Please run the numbers up on all my videos, okay? If you watched it, watch it again and again and again and again and again, okay? Show me some love. If you haven't, go back, hit the thumbs up, comment, whatever you do, please interact with my content. It helps get me out into the algorithm for other people to find my videos, so my content is not being made in vain. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this video. This is my final basketball wives review for now. Episode 6 and 7 for season 11. So of course it opens with I'm gonna tell y'all how I remember episode 6, because not a lot really went on, but you know, the girls basically all make their way out to Arizona. That's how it opens. So all the girls make their way out to Arizona, and they're on their way to Arizona to prior to that, no. Okay, so before we get to Arizona, this might have happened at the end of episode 5. But we see that Vanessa, Clayana, and Brittany all hang out. And, you know, Vanessa and Clayana kind of bump heads, because Clayana feels like that at the cooking class, that Vanessa was kind of being fake by not checking on Brittany and her, because you know they were across the cooking class from everybody else. They already kind of had some rah-rah beef with you know, Giselle and Barney, because they just felt like those bitches are fake. And you know, Vanessa was like, that's not even the case. And you know, we realized that Clayana is very messy, that she basically texted Brittany, making it seem like that nobody had her back and nobody wanted to wait for her. And you know, we see that when Vanessa and Jackie talk about it, we get a flashback of the fact that Jackie was like, do y'all want to wait for her, yes or no? So of course, you know, Vanessa tells Clayana that basically it's like a pecking order when it comes to, you know, the basketball wives, like a hierarchy, and that's the reason why she wants Jackie to be there when she talks to Jennifer Baby Bop about her man being a liar. And Clayana was like, why does Jackie need to be there? Like, why do you need Jackie to be there? Like, are you scared of Jennifer? And she was like, no, it's just a respect thing, because you know, Jennifer don't really know me like that, and because she knows Jackie, she's a mutual party, so it don't seem like I'm coming at her sideways. And Clayana once again gets into this defensive mode of, I don't give a fuck about no pecking order or none of that. Like, all of this is bullshit to me. Then she goes off to name off all the accolades that Andre Iguodala has, and you know, Vanessa was like, okay girl, and I don't care. So after that, we see all the girls go off to Arizona. Vanessa of course winds up getting to Arizona I think like a day or so early, And we see that, Brittany kind of wasn't interacting with the girls or whatever the case may be. So, but Brittany and Evelyn are on one Sprinter van together, and Jackie, Jacille, and Barney are on another Sprinter together. And so Barney basically was like, do y'all think Brittany got on the other Sprinter because she don't want to be around me? And she was like, I mean, y'all need to have a conversation or whatever the case may be, because, it's just a lot that's going on. And so, shorty's name. So Evelyn and Brittany are talking, and basically, Evelyn tells Brittany that, the comments that was made, it was said that Brittany had said something to Barney first. And that's when Brittany was like, okay, maybe I was a little drunk and maybe I started shit and maybe I need to apologize. Take accountability for my actions. So once they get there, whatever the case may be, all the girls were wondering about whether or not Clayana and Baby Bot were both going to show up. So as the girls are there and things like that, they're talking about how, they want the weekend because, they're throwing Brooke a birthday party to go smooth. And as Evelyn was basically talking shit about Clayana, Brittany was like, well, Clayana just texted me and told me that her flight, just landed or whatever. So they was like, yay, what do you do? Or whatever the case may be. So after that, we see, I'm going to tell you how I remember it. So after that, we see Brittany go talk to Brooke, and she basically apologizes to Brooke. And Brooke, was like, I like the fact that she was able to take accountability, but let's be completely honest, Barney, you were being a bitch to her. Like, yes, she shouldn't have said what she said about you, but because you was on some rah-rah shit like she said, you was like, bitches is on thin ice. Who was you talking about? And then she let it be known that she was talking about Vanessa, whatever the case may be. Of course, when Clayana gets there, she's just real Aggie-like. So Brittany, Clayana, and Jacille all sit down and talk. And, Brittany tells both girls that she apologized to Barney and that she realized that she was wrong and she feels like that they need to squash whatever situation they had. And so, Jacille was like, I'm glad that y'all was able to do that and move forward, because I don't seem like I'm in the middle of somebody else's BS. So Clayana decides to get buck with Jacille, like, well, I have a problem with what you said, because I felt like you made it seem like you didn't hear that Barney said that she was shaped like a little boy and X, Y, and Z, and Jacille was like, I didn't hear that. And at the end of the day, they squashed it. So why are we even having this conversation? So next thing you know, Clayana gets buck with her, and they get to arguing back and forth. She gets to telling the girl, like, oh, you run around here. I think she said something to the fact that she only with her girl for her money or something like that. And she was like, girl, you ain't nothing but a baby mama. And she was like, yeah, you got that little $27 ring. And she was like, baby, could never. It's worth $5,000 and some change. She was like, you ain't even got one ring. I got 3. And she was just outside like real rah-rah. And Jacille was like, I don't even have time for this shit. And it's like, Clayana, like, she didn't hear everything that Barney said to Brittany, because clearly she didn't hear what Brittany said to Barney. Brittany did start that shit because she was already hot. Like, she told Barney, like, she was already in her feelings. She was drinking. It was a lot. Like, but they squashed it, like Jacille said. So the fact that you even had this energy for her was just, yeah. Like, Clayana been rubbing me the wrong way since I've watched these episodes. Like, I don't know if she came in with this intention not to be punked or bullied, because clearly Clayana has watched the show. We're not going to sit here and act like Clayana. Clayana has watched this motherfucking show. And I feel like she already peeped the scene where half of the, original castmate bitches. And I guess she felt like she was going to come in here on some rah-rah shit with the new bitches just in case they was on some flip-flop shit. Because I feel like that's how she felt. Jacille or, Jacille was on some flip-flop shit. But it's like, I'm genuinely trying to get to know these people outside whatever beef they may have with somebody else that I'm getting close to. Because just because you don't like this person don't mean I'm not going to like this person. Like, yeah, they might be a fucked up individual, but they did that to you. Can I find out whether or not this was just a, like, isolated incident before we just write them off as, like, because we clearly see Cleonna's the problem, because she has literally gotten into it with every fucking body except for Brittany. I think Brittany's the only person Cleonna ain't got into it with. She got into it with every fucking body. Everybody. Like, the girl got into it with every fucking body. She got into it. Who did she get into it first with? Baby Bop and Barney. Now she got into it with Jacille. Her and Vanessa gonna get into it. Her and Jackie gonna get into it. Her and I think Evelyn gonna get into it. Like, this bitch done got into it with everybody. Like, girl, how the fuck you beefing with the entire cast? That is bananas to me. So after that, we see Vanessa and Jackie talk, and basically Jackie was like, I don't know if, Jen is going to show up because Cleonna's here, and, I don't know what's going to go down between y'all and y'all's situation. And, Vanessa was like, I kind of want you to be there when we talk about it or whatever. And, Jackie was like, I mean, I don't really want to low-key be there, but, if you need me or whatever. So then Vanessa was like, speaking of Cleonna, like, this bitch was coming for me. And Jackie was like, what? And so, Vanessa tells Jackie about how she basically was insinuating that they was being messy and they didn't have Brittany's back. And Jackie was like, if I know that this bitch was on this type of time, then I might have had to check her before I invited her here, because that's a no-no. Yes, it is a hierarchy. After that, we see that Barney arrived, not Barney, Baby Bop, Jennifer, I call her Baby Bop. So Baby Bop showed up there secretly, and the only person who knew was Evelyn, ho ass. And so they call themselves trying to play croquet or mallet, where you take the little thing. I think it's croquet and mallet. They might be the same but different. And so they sitting there and they talking about it or whatever, and they talking about how they want to get past whatever issues and situation they got going on. So after that, we see what do we see after that? After that, I think we get to the birthday party, but I think something happened before that. So then we get to the birthday party, and all the girls are there and they're excited about being at the party and they're having a good time. Everybody tells Brittany happy birthday. Not Brittany, Brooke happy birthday, and then Jennifer, baby bopping ass, shows up and give Barney a hug like happy birthday, and all the girls were excited to see her, and it was kind of like a good mood. And then the dark cloud shows up. So I'm gonna call her as the Dark Knight. So the Dark Knight shows up, Darkwing Duck ass. Cause she's a duck ass hoe. So Darkwing Duck ass. That's what we call it, Cleonna, from now on. So she shows up and she don't speak to nobody. Don't even tell Barney happy birthday, and it's Barney's birthday. And it's like, you very rude, shorty. Like, I understand you low-key got beef with everybody, because you at least speak and tell the person the party's for happy fucking birthday. So Brooke was like, hey, Cleonna, like, it's my birthday. You're not gonna tell me happy birthday? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. You was talking to whoever, whatever. And she was like, okay, but it's my birthday. And she's like, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And she give her a hug or whatever. And so she sits down or whatever. Then Jackie goes over there to basically have a conversation with her. And she was like, hey, so I heard it might be a problem or whatever. So what's up? And so she was like, Vanessa was just telling me all this stuff about you felt some type of way about the hierarchy, and basically it's just, a respect thing, because, my husband has been in the league and now he's assistant coach for an NBA team. We've been together for 30 plus years. I kind of low-key have seniority when it comes to the level of things, but it is a respect thing. And Clayana was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And, you know, Jackie was like, well, I mean, that's just the way things, and they kind of like get into it, whatever the case may be. So next thing you know, Vanessa comes over there because she was like, and I heard you was naming off, because Jackie was like, and I heard you was naming off all your baby daddies accomplishments. And she was like, no, I didn't do that. Brittany did that. And production shows back that she did do that when they was in the boutique. She was naming off all of this nigga's accolades. And Vanessa was like, Brittany didn't do none of that. You did that. So then her and Vanessa get into it. The next thing you know, she like, bitch, shut up, because you fake, because you was coming at Brittany, not Brittany. I think she said you was coming at Brooke and X, Y, and Z. And so Brooke said, well, what happened? What happened with Barney? What was said? What happened? And she was like, yeah, she was talking shit about you. And she sent me the messages and I got receipts. And Vanessa's like, bitch, you don't have receipts because I've never had this conversation with you. So she going through her phone and she's sliding, talking about, and yeah, she fake, and haha, and I'm glad you're here. Da, da, da. And Barney was like, okay, so get to the part with my name. Where's my name? Because TikTok, bitch, TikTok, where's my name? And then she was like, oh, she didn't text it to me. We talked about it on the phone. And Vanessa was like, you're a fucking liar. That's why you don't have receipts. And mind you, Eveline in the background peeping over the shoulder, trying to see what she could see in the messages, talking about, I mean, I don't believe Darkwing Duck, but I damn sure don't trust the dum-dum, because both of them bitches is messy. And I'm like, how fucking dare you? Your best friend is the master of mess. Fake ass Lady Mae Greenleaf, and you got the audacity to talk about them being messy? Girl, if you don't sit your big... Ooh, I fucking hate this bitch. Like, sit your duck ass down. Shut the fuck up. So, they sit there arguing whatever, and so Brooke was like, I mean, I don't like your energy and how you came in here, and let's get one thing clear, don't nobody got to check me, because I heard you told Giselle that she should have checked me when it came to what was said to Brittany, and she was like, ain't no bitch here gonna check me about nothing I do or say. And Darkwing Duck kept saying it, and I agree. And same for me. And I agree, same for me. And they get to arguing back and forth. And she put her finger in Brooke's face. And she was like, don't put your finger in my face. And some kind of way they got to arguing. I think Barney threw her drink in Darkwing Duck's face. And security had to come and told her to fuck out of there. Next thing you know, Vanessa throws Darkwing Duck's little Gucci purse, I think it was a Gucci purse, into the pool. And I'm like, that's childish. Because, bitch, you throw my purse in the pool, I'm going to dog walk you. Don't do that. So after that, all the girls go sit down in, I guess, one of the tents or whatever the case may be. And they're talking about the whole thing that happened with Clayana and how she's basically a lot. And how nobody fucks with her. And how, you know, she doesn't respect the fact that, yes, there is a hierarchy, and Jackie is the matron of the group because she's been with her husband the longest. He is a vet. Like, like, bitch, that's just the way it goes. And so all the girls just basically let it be known that they don't fuck with Clayana. They don't see it for Clayana. Clayana literally has a problem with everybody there. Brittany was sitting there listening and didn't say nothing because, you know, she said in her confessional, she just felt like if you have a difference of opinion from everybody else, you immediately become the ops. And that's what it is, because these bitches are geriatric mean girls. So everybody was just basically like, fuck Clayana, we don't fuck with that bitch. So after that, the next day, the girls go to a shaman. Everybody but Clayana and Vanessa goes. No, prior to that, we see Eveline and Darkwing Duck sit down and they have a conversation. And she basically says, so, like, you feel like she asks her to the effect, so how do you feel about the fact that Barney threw that drink in my face? And she was like, I felt like Barney had to do what Barney had to do. And, you know, basically you come in hot and you got a whole lot of rah-rah, and like that shit's not okay. And Vanessa's like, you know what? I'm not Vanessa. Darkwing Duck was like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, and I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do, X, Y, Z. I wasn't really listening. But After that, the girls go to a shaman. They drink coca, whatever fuck they was drinking. Everybody said the shit was nasty. We see that Barney tells Brittany that she likes the fact that she was vulnerable and she's not afraid to be vulnerable and open up and things of that nature. Then Evelyn sits there and cry and says that, you know, she wants to have a better relationship with Baby Bop, and Baby Bop starts crying and says, I want to have a better relationship with you, Evelyn. And, you know, then we see Jacille says that, you know, she now, being a mother, understands that her mom had to work a lot, and like she wants to let go of the anger she felt towards her mom now that she's a working mother and she's away from her son. And so she wants to let go of all of that anger and all of that jazz. And I'm not sure what the hell Jackie said. And so Barney says that she wants to let go of anxiety or something another towards grief or sadness or something another, and get to crying. And so after all of that, Brittany cries again, and the shaman lady leaves. You know, Brittany says, I feel like since you said you want to, she's talking to Evelyn. She says, since Evelyn said that she wants to extend grace to Baby Bob, and y'all have extended grace to me over the things that I've done, I feel like that, you know, the reason I didn't say much last night is because, you know, I feel like we may need to extend grace to Clayana and try and hear her out and see, you know, her point of view of things. And Evelyn was like, I don't agree. That bitch is messy. She starts a lot of drama. Her and Vanessa are both miserable bitches. All they do is start mess. X, Y, and Z. And, you know, everybody then decides to talk about the reason why they feel like Clayana doesn't deserve to be extended grace. Now, the only person I feel like has a right to say she don't feel like Clayana deserves to be extended grace is Baby Bop, because she pushed that lady out of nowhere. Like, I understand Baby Bop works on my nerve. So, I completely fucking understand. I'd have pushed Baby Bop ass too. But at the end of the day, you know, at the pool party, she told Baby Bop, we cool, we ain't got no problems. And like Baby Bop had said in her confessional, you didn't even apologize to me. Bitch, how are we cool? Because now you getting into it with 3 other bitches, now I'm no longer a problem for you? No, sis, that's not how that works. And, you know, Barney was also like, yeah, I don't fuck with Cleona. And everybody was like, she's the problem, but whatever. So after that, at the end of the episode, we see what happens at the end of episode 6? At the end of episode 6, I think we see what's that girl name? Clayana and Brittany sit down and talk, and Brittany basically tells Clayana how, you know, the girls didn't want to extend her grace. And Clayana was like, I mean, the bitches is fake. She was like, because Evelyn had the audacity when I was sitting there talking to her, basically saying that she felt like Barney had every right to throw that drink in my face. And Brittany was like, we made a promise that we wasn't going to be throwing drink in people's faces no more. And Clayana was like, the bitches is fake, and that's why I don't fuck with them hoes. And I think she talked shit about somebody else too. And that's kind of like where episode 6 ended. And so I believe that's where episode 6 ended. If it didn't, that's what I'm gonna say it ended at. Oh no, all that shit, majority of that shit happened in episode. Okay, so I just told y'all basically what happened in episode 6 and 7. So I'm gonna keep it going. So half of that happened in episode 7, half of that happened in episode 6. So of course after that we see the girls decide to in episode 7 they did the shaman shit. So we then see Evelyn and Baby Bop sit down and talk about the fact that Baby Bop Evelyn wanted Baby Bop to apologize to her daughter and basically be able to move on fully, because, you know, they are now becoming good Judies again. And so she feel like she needs her to apologize to her daughter or whatever, because she don't want to feel like she's betraying her daughter's trust by becoming cool with Baby Bop again. So they agreed to do that, and then Evelyn started crying. And so Jacille and Clayana sit down and they talk in this episode 7. And she basically lets her know, like, I have no problem with you, and I felt like you was coming at me sideways, but I want to be able to extend you grace, because we did talk about that at the shaman thing, and I want to be able to start on a better footing with you. At least I think that's what she said, because again, I wasn't really listening. After that, we see they did the shaman shit. And so then we see at the very end of the episode that, no, while they were at the shaman, Evelyn decided to bring up, when they started talking about Cleon and Vanessa, that Vanessa was out here in Jen's business, in Baby Bob's business. And Jackie was like, I wanted to talk about that with you, because I wanted to sit down with you and her so she could tell you what's been going on. And Evelyn just couldn't wait to spill the beans, because she's an evil, nasty, colorist whore. I'm going to continue to keep my foot on that bitch's neck, because fuck Evelyn. So after that, the very end of the episode, the colorist whore, Baby Bop, and Jackie sits down with Dummy, and basically Evelyn decides to go in and was like, so why are you in her business? Why are you finding all this information about her man? And, Dummy lets it be known that she heard about them being scammed for the dog and wanted to help her get her money back. And as she was in the process of doing that, she just started looking into this renter man that Baby Bop got, and found out that he has a kid. He been to prison. He basically been lying, or at least that's the way it's been perceived. So of course, Baby Bop takes off her sunglasses, like, that's my man. And I've been glowing. And you see that I've been glowing in my relationship with my man. So you want to come over here and ruin that. And it's like, baby girl, you don't know this man. You rented this man for this television show, allegedly. Because, bitch, don't play with my intelligence, Baby Bop. Don't do it. Okay? And she was like, because when she was sitting there talking to the girls, she was like, because we was with his son this weekend. And it's like, okay, if you knew he had a son or whatever the case may be, how come when y'all was at Jacille's party, when he brought up the fact that he had 2 fucking kids under the age of 3 actually. He had 2 children under the age of 3. Why you didn't say nothing about the fact that he actually had a whole 13 or 12-year-old, however old this oldest child is? Why you didn't say, well, no, babe, it's whatever your oldest son name is, and the little babies. So I feel like maybe Jennifer was trying to save face by saying they was with this child that he clearly didn't mention to everybody else, and like, what's up? So she going in on Vanessa, whatever, and then Evelyn decides to say, because why you doing all this? Because you miserable because of your husband and all the shit he put you through, and you talked about your miscarriage with me when we sat there in the park and rah and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, why are you throwing this back in this lady's face? Because Dummy said that. Like, I didn't tell you that to throw that back in my face, because I never shared this shit with Jackie or Baby Bop. Like, how dare you? And so, I eventually at one point, I guess Jackie and Baby Bop got up, or whatever the fuck. Jackie said something to the girl, and then they got up. And so then we got Evelyn and Vanessa sitting there talking, and she's sitting there crying in her face, because she was before they left, she was like, you deserve better. You don't deserve to have this, because when Carl, old ugly Muppet faced ass, was out here cheating on me, I left, and woo woo woo. And so, her and Dummy have a really good moment where she's, out here trying to be, I guess, nice to her, because she kept saying, well, what do you have? Because you and Clayana is miserable and y'all ain't got nothing going on you, and nothing going on in y'all lives. And Vanessa was like, baby, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, don't put me in the same boat as Darkwing Duck. Like, don't do that. Like, she got a chip on her shoulder because her baby daddy might have been playing in her face and then went and married that lady on her. We don't know the story. We don't know the tea, because she around here being angry because she don't want us to know her business. Okay, bitch, don't do that. But eventually, Evelyn and Dummy have a nice moment where they hug each other at the end of the episode. And this episode proved to me that Evelyn is a bitch you cannot trust. Jackie is a hoe you cannot trust, bitch. Them is the two bitches you don't tell not nothing to. Clayana need to get her some business, okay? Brittany don't like these bitches. Like, clearly, Brittany don't like them. Brittany do not like them. Like, the more Brittany is around them, I feel like the more they're making Brittany dislike them. What I will say is that these newbies are not holding no punches. Them bitches is in it. They coming for holes. They not holding back. They not letting nobody punk them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought this little season was gonna piss me off. It has, but it's been entertaining because, baby, the way Clayana wants to fight everybody, like the only person she cool with is Brittany. It's like Brittany and Clayana versus everybody else. So I might entitle this episode "Clayana versus the Girls" because, baby, the way Clayana got all these hoes want to fight her is pure comedy. But yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos whatever with whoever, bitch. We got through these 5 fucking episodes. Thank God. I'm gonna try and get episode 7 up on time, but if I don't, y'all know to look for it a week or so later. I love y'all. Bye.